Good morning, everyone. It is Get to Know Your Candidates on Facebook Live. So, folks, I just want to tell you a little bit about me and a little bit about what we're trying to do here, and then we will move on to today's show. So, my name is Brad Alexander. Me and my wife own a real estate company here in town, or a Keller Williams team, I guess is the best way to put it. I moved to Kyle, Texas when I was 6 years old, 5, 6 years old. Went to school from in the Hayes School District from first grade through 12th grade. I know that sounds very weird these days with everybody moving and all that. Um, and left town, went to college, left town, was a high school coach for 15 years, came home to raise my kids, left the world of coaching and started real estate and just decided to really dig in and become part of the community with the kids. This series, guys, this series is not red, it's not blue, it's not R, it's not D, it's not any of that. What this series is get to know your candidate. I didn't start voting until I was probably 36, 37 years old. I know that's crazy, maybe even older than that, 38. Um, the idea behind this is I don't want to tell you how to vote, folks. What I want to do is I want to make sure that that's right, you need to vote. I want to make sure that you vote with knowledge. Knowledge is power. So we're trying to get all the candidates on to just let them tell us who they are and why they're running for the office that they're running for and that type of stuff. So today we have Sandra Bryant. Folks, I've been in the same circle as Sandra, it seems like, for years with all these school involvements that me and Stephanie are involved in with the Hayes Education Foundation, the school board, all kinds of different things. And folks, let me tell you, we were barrel racing, me and my daughter were barrel racing last night at 11 o'clock. And people tell me all the time, Brad, you and Stephanie and them girls, y'all are so busy, folks. I think we have somebody on the show today that is a little more busy than this. Might be the one person in town that lives a more busy life than what I do. And I live a very busy life. So with that being said, let me introduce you to Sandra Bryant.
Hi, everyone.
Sandra, who is Sandra Bryant? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, first and foremost, thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I really appreciate it. So, Sandra Bryant, I am married to Ray Bryant. I have three fur babies. Uh, my kids graduated from Hayes and Lehman, and I'm an avid volunteer and a learner of everything. And so, a little bit of background about myself. I've been volunteering for 15 years in our community. I believe that it's a way to give back, and it's a ministry to me and my husband and our family. Volunteered through various organizations such as the Buda Lions Club. You may see me at the concession stand or the Winter Dog Race. I also volunteer as a Buda Police Foundation president. I have my own nonprofit called Keeping Communities Connected, where I send out information and I mentor youth. In addition to that, I am my HOA president, as well as a past president of the Hayes CISD Council of PTAs, which oversees all 23 PTAs. In addition to that, I have a master's degree in counseling. I have a bachelor's in criminal justice and associate's degree in law enforcement. So I couldn't have picked this for myself. I definitely believe that it's my relationship with God and being on this platform. So that's who I am in a nutshell. You see me everywhere because I care about my community and I'm really involved.
And folks, that's really, I mean, her and Ray are absolutely everywhere. All right. Everywhere. But Sandra, this is not the first office that you've ever ran for. So you've been through the election process before. What other public elected offices have you held?
So I've ran for Hayes CISD School Board Trustee. This is an at-large position which covers Kyle, Buda, Needlewall, and the surrounding cities that feed into Hayes CISD. I loved what I did. I was a school board trustee for 2 terms, which is 6 years, and that is a volunteer within itself. It's a nonpartisan position, and I love the fact that people entrusted me with their children to educate them and to serve them with my whole heart.
So speaking of nonpartisan position, me and Sandra talked about this when we were preparing for, and folks, she's running for Justice of the Peace, Precinct 5. That is the Buda, to put it, if there is a line to draw, and she can explain to you the line, but if you live in Buda, she is running to be your Justice of the Peace. She is running in the Democratic ticket. Me, my personal opinion, and folks, you're not going to hear me put my personal opinion on a lot of these videos. My personal opinion is some of these local races should not be R and D, should not be red or blue. In my personal opinion, once again, and you're not going to get that very often in this format, I think it's for the best person. I mean, I am good. I've known and been good friends with the Kyle Precinct Justice of the Peace, Beth Smith. And Beth Smith is very involved in the community. And I've never seen anything that Beth has ever done. Beth has supported the 4-H program. Sandra has jumped on board supporting the 4-H program in town. And there's nothing I've ever seen the Justice of the Peace do. Somebody can coach me up that says Democrat, Republican, right, left, all those different terms that they put out there. So I just want to put out there, Sandra's running for Justice of the Peace. So Sandra, why Justice of the Peace? And maybe you could educate us a little bit on what the Justice of the Peace does for our community.
Thanks, Brad. So, great question. The reason why I decided to run for Justice of the Peace is because I care about my community. I am involved in my community, and I believe that's the history of the JP, is to be involved in your community. Because I care about my community, what I do now, I'm just going to take that and move it to a different platform, which is the Justice of the Peace position. Now, so what does the Justice of the Peace position do? So there's a lot of things that we do, but one of the 3 main criteria is we handle small claims. That could be anywhere from credit cards issues. We also handle evictions. And another thing we handle is students, when they get caught with vaping or drug paraphernalia, we handle that. In addition to that, we do inquests. And so that's a small list of the many things that JP does in a nutshell. But the important thing is that we serve our community. And that's what I've been doing for the past 15 years. And that's what I would like to take to do as I move forward to run for this election during early voting. But to touch on 2 things, the students and the inquest. So the students is very near and dear to me. You'll see me at games and what have you, because I am investing in our future. And what that means is that my kids all graduated. Again, they graduated from Lehman and Hayes. And so if I can help a student that's playing on or off the court, to encourage them with my presence and yell their number and yell their name, whether it be on the field or the basketball court or wherever in the classroom or during a theater, then I can reach that child and build a relationship, because that's what it's going to take to help our kids. We have this huge issue with fentanyl going on. And really, the kids are going to listen to the people who have relationships with them, which seem to be their peers. But if you invest in your kids, if I invest in the kids, then we build a better relationship. And through my nonprofit, we have a mentoring program. And I'm actually mentoring like 3 kids right now that are just having some tough times. And that's okay, because we all have them. Now, going to the inquest part, it's so we don't have a medical examiner in Hayes County. So what we will do as a Justice of the Peace is go out to declare deaths, and they're called unattended deaths. And so we'll be available 24 hours, 7 days a week to go out. And when they have a death, we work tangent with the law enforcement. And that's the Buda Police Department, that's Hayes County Sheriffs, that is DPS. We'll work tangent with them and go out to the scene and declare that death. And I'm happy and proudly to say that I've been endorsed by the Hayes County Law Enforcement Association. So building those relationships were crucial and important in this position.
And just so I've had multiple conversations with the Kyle Just of the Peace, Beth Smith. Mm-hmm. And that, guys, I'm just telling y'all, that's a tough job. I mean, she's running. And we've talked about it off the record, all the sacrifices that Sandra's had to make in the last, I would say, 18 months in order to even run for this. Yes. Man, I would tell y'all folks, waking up this is a position that I probably would not. I mean, waking up at 3:00 in the morning to mm-hmm. go pronounce someone deceased, that's a tough job. And so always remember, folks, that this is a public office. She's running for Justice of the Peace. But I'm pretty sure Precinct 5 isn't paying $1 million, $5 million a year. She's not playing for the Astros tonight, folks. Yeah. Running for Justice of the Peace, Precinct 5. Sandra, is there anything else that you would like to add to this? We've got to know you quite a bit, know a little bit about Justice of the Peace. Is there anything that I hear something I would like to add. Early voting starts October 24th. I just looked it up on my computer. So early voting is October 24th. I learned, Sandra, I'm such a new person at this voting thing. I've told people back in March, I went into the what are they called in March? The
primary.
The primary. I went into the primary thinking, okay, I'm going to vote for this person. I'm going to vote for this person. I'm going to vote red, blue, right, left. I get there, and they're like, you have to declare. And I'm like, really? Hold on, what? But that's not me. I don't.
Yes.
Quit trying to fit a square block into a round hole. Quit making me. So just to let everybody know that during the October-November election, you don't have to declare.
That is correct.
Vote on this side, you can vote on that side. You can vote for the person that you think is best. And I think our country would be a lot better if we got away from so much red, blue, RD, left, right, and just voted for the right person. And just so y'all know, I have asked everybody that I can think of, that I see yard signs in. If you know someone that is running, if you know Sandra's opponent and would like, this format is open to everyone. But pre-election starts October 28th. Sandra, is there anything else you would like to add to this?
Yeah, so a couple of things. One, I want to make certain that I mentioned that I have been on Inquest. I've been shadowing Judge Beth Smith, so I've been on Inquest. I have sit in court. I have sit in several courts. I've sit in Lucinda Doyle's court. I've sit in Judge Burns' court, and also I spoke with and had the pleasure of speaking with, I should say, with Andrew Cable, Judge Andrew Cable. So yes, all that. Last thing I want to say is that early voting starts October 24th through November 4th. Vote early. And for more information about my campaign and my platform, you can reach me at Bryant from BudaTexas.com, or you can email me at bryantforjp5@yahoo.com. I'll sit down and have coffee with you. I'll answer your questions, and I'm available.
There you go, folks. So today we've got Sandra Bryant. She is running for Justice of the Peace, Precinct 5. I like to call it the Buda Justice of the Peace.
Yes.
But those lines in between Kyle and Buda, those lines do cross and waver and all that kind of stuff. Sandra's been a part of our community for years. She's been very active. I know that for a fact because we're always bumping into one another. Matter of fact, Sandra, we're bringing back Denim and Diamonds this year, just so you know. That's the Hayes Education Foundation's big fundraiser. So with that being said, folks, we want you to be out there. We want you to vote, and we want you to vote with knowledge about the people that you're voting for. So once again, if you or somebody you know is looking to is running for office this year, please reach out to me. My phone number is in the. I mean, guys, my phone number is everywhere. If you can't get a hold of me, get a hold of me. We'll get a date down. I think we're going to do one tomorrow. One of these tomorrow. We've got one scheduled for Friday. We've got quite a few people that are lined up. We just want to get the information out there and let the public know who they are voting for. So, Sandra, thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a great day today, and best of luck in this year's election.
Thank you, Brad. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye-bye, everyone.